June 23rd, 2020. Good morning from Europe. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you are, guys. Piotr here, this is Light Forex Global YouTube channel. Huge story, and probably it's gonna be much more interesting after the US cash open. Huge story from Navarro. He said US-China trade deal is over, but of course immediately we've seen President Trump reaction on the Twitter is the deal is full intact. The phase one is full intact, and also Navarro was trying to get out of that faux pas, in my opinion, by saying, I'm quoting, "My comments have been taken widely out of context. They had nothing at all to do with the phase one trade deal, which continues in place. I was simply speaking to the lack of trust we now have of the Chinese Communist Party." So he put even more, right? He put even more. Jeez. Anyway, that's gonna be very, very interesting to see the reaction, because that was the sell-off after his comments, immediately following the recovery post, trying to rebuild the situation, trying to put the fire down. Amazing stuff, guys. Amazing stuff when it comes to this situation. And again, that's gonna be very, very important when we are going to make afternoon update around the US cash open, around the US data, because that's gonna be very, very closely monitoring the comments we are going to get. So we've seen huge risk sell-off at the beginning of the Tokyo session, following but the strong recovery when the guys from the White House were trying to clean the situation. That no, everything is fine, nothing has happened. So with that being said, of course, the PMI data from Europe wasn't that important right now. Anyway, huge improvement. Wow! The French flash services PMI get back above 50. French flash manufacturing PMI 52.1. Wow! The Germans even better. The Germans are even green, but below 50, right? German flash manufacturing PMI 44.6, flash services 45.8, but better what market was expecting overall. Flash manufacturing PMI 46.9 for EU and 47.3 when it comes to services for EU. Then we had a UK flash manufacturing PMI got back above 50, 50.1, services 47, services more important in my opinion. So right now we've seen, thanks to the numbers, we've seen pound rally, right? We've seen euro rally, and for now we are building the situation we discussed yesterday. It's Monday, Tuesday situation from the previous week, and dollar is recovering right now, both on the cable and with euro. With euro a little bit weaker dollar is, but we were discussing that might be because of the situation on the euro pound, where we are above 0.9. Nice retest again and continuation to the upside. So taking into the consideration what we've seen, right, the important thing right now, in my opinion, is gonna be what kind of the comment we are going to get during the US cash market, as well as US flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, and that's gonna be in my opinion key, plus new home sales. So it turned out, to be honest with you, yesterday before the Navarro and stuff like this, I thought that Europe gonna be the key, but right now in my opinion, that's US session, that's gonna be a big key. So let's have a look what we have from the intraday charts perspective. When it comes to the euro dollar, 1280 been tested, been broken, so we are trying to hold this 1280 we discussed with the lower shadow. So right now adding into the situation that we are above yearly open again, right? That might be the challenge for now when it comes to the bulls on the euro dollar, and in that case we might see the market wants to continue higher. In that case I would be very careful around 1320. It might turn out some more stop count eventually right here, some more stop count around the US Open, overall New York Open, FX New York Open. We will see how it's going to end up when it comes to the dollar. This is very important situation right now, as we have some trend line break as well, right? So in that particular case, well, looking to buy euro dollar from the intraday perspective after this price action could be the name of the game. But I've been talking about that yesterday, that if we are talking about dollar long, yes, I've been talking about 1280 on the euro dollar. Situation changed a bit post Navarro, but also been talking about that my favorite is cable, right? So let's have a look what we have on the cable, and from the intraday perspective there are two levels. I'm going to look for selling opportunity. I'm going to try to sell somewhere close to 2465, 75, or I'm going to try to trade eventually this possible over under with the possible retest of 25 10 level. So two levels for me when it comes to the cable. I would better prefer to see over under, right? Because that would be the case with this consolidation. All right. The first level is the mid of that consolidation. In case of the continuation to the downside, we'll see how we are going to play that one out. Anyway, it's not only the cross I'm watching. Another one is another pound cross. In that case, it's a pound yen, right? It's a pound yen. Right now, we are trying to recover based on the possible demand. Right, so we've seen the move to the downside on Friday, and we are trying to recover based on this demand since yesterday. All right, so there was move higher, but then we've got this nice range, right? And that's where we stopped for now, around 134.60, 50 level with the rejection. So let's have a look what we have on that particular pair when it comes to the intraday chart. Let's have let's have a look where we are here. And here what I like is the zone right here right now, 134 actually, right, to be precise. And in case of the spike higher, I have one more zone I'm going to watch very carefully, as I mentioned, close to 134.50, and that's where I'm going to look for the selling opportunity. I think a few more stops to the upside could be taken out around the US cash open, right? Watch out for the comments around New York Open. I'm going to get back post New York cash open with the update to the US data, and we will see what we have when it comes to the update in relation to the US China trade deal. So I'm looking for opportunity to eventually sell rallies on the pound yen towards 134.40, 134.50 with very tight stop above 135. So that's what I have on the pound yen. And finally, when it comes to the indices, when it comes to the risk, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the S&P short market update pre-US Open. Very interesting situation when it comes to the risk on with this huge and strong recovery. If the market is going to be able to hold this lower shadow towards the end of the close, right, retest of that range, if you remember we are discussing this particular day range, plus supply zone from the weekly chart might be tested very early during the day. We are talking about the levels close to 3,180, 3,200, and that's the zone I'm going to look for rejection very carefully. So when it comes to the indices, when it comes to the dollar, because we are talking right now about the indices and the dollar from the New York session perspective, it's gonna be key, the comments relation to the Navarro plus US data, because Europe passed the exam, right? Whatever it was printed or not, if it's real numbers or not real numbers, doesn't matter. Europe passed the exam, so the both euro and pound are ready. Euro is even more ready to jump higher, right? But yeah, we have to wait, because we know that the numbers from the US. Closer we are getting to the November, to the US election, the numbers are gonna be better, no doubt about it, guys. So be careful out there. I'm personally waiting for the New York Open and New York Cash Open, and I will get back with another update. Thank you, take care, don't be trapped, and see you around. Cheers, bye.